guys, Namaskar. I'm Ronit and welcome back to my channel, The Bond Connection. Today I'm going to give you my non-spoiler review for BADHAAI 2. This stars Rajkumar Rao and Bhumi Pednekar in the leading roles along with a brilliant supporting cast. So what did I think about this movie? This movie is a gem of a movie. You should definitely not miss out, and especially the members of the LGBTQIA plus community, because especially the Indian community, because it's something which is very close to our hearts. And if you watch it, you will understand what I'm trying to say, because the emotions were right there. I watched it with a friend of mine from our community as well, and we both cried buckets of tears. I especially, because I was crying like I was literally whimpering like this, because towards the climax, and you will understand why I'm saying this, because it's bloody brilliant. The way they have built up the characters, the development of the characters, the setting up of all the characters right to the end, the big climax is just phenomenal. You will not even realize when it will hit you. So it starts off as a very generic comedy movie. You will see the family comedy tropes. You will see a family who wants to get their son married. There is another family who wants to get their daughter married, and they are doing everything and anything to make that happen. At the same time, both of them are trying to, evade their families and trying to, live on their own. But that's not happening, because there are Indian families, there are a lot of Indian families who like to pry in their children's lives. So that's what it's all about in the first half. And then they finally find each other and then decide to get married, as I have already seen in the trailer. And then what starts happening? Because if they're getting married, of course, they are not going to be safe all the time. They have to think about all the measures they can be safe from the, prying eyes of the world. So how they're going to do that, manage their love lives and their personal lives, staying together as roommates. So that's the whole premise of the story. But the performances and the story, the way it moves, is really brilliant. I think Rajkumar Rao, for me, in this movie is just on a whole different level awesome. I laughed so much. I laughed so much just watching him do what he was doing, that I cried so much. Laughing while I'm crying. I was laughing so much that I cried. Okay, I had tears in my eyes because he made me laugh so much. He was just being himself, his character. Okay, and he's so funny. He's so hilarious. He's just, the way he talks, the way he just emotes on screen, it will make you chuckle. Okay, his character is so adorable, lovable, super annoying, and and super, what to say, he is very scaredy cat, but at the same time, it's so many mixtures, and he's just a human being, and you're seeing so many different characters in him that you will not be able to take your eyes off him. You will get attached to him very easily. So Rajkumar Rao is that character. Okay, Bhumi Pednekar, on the other hand, brought so much earnestness to her, character. It was very difficult. It's difficult to play a character like her, who can be stereotyped, at the same time can be a blink and a miss. People would be like, oh, it's just normal, she's just playing herself or stuff like that. But it's way more than that. She's playing a girl who is hiding so many emotions inside of herself. She's scared, but she is so tough on the exterior. She doesn't show that to the world, but when she does show her moments of weakness, you can see the scare and fear in her eyes. Okay, and that shows how vulnerable she is. So playing that kind of character is not easy, and she did it with so much aplomb. Kudos to her. But of course, it's Rajkumar Rao who stole the show, along with the supporting cast. So you should look out for the supporting cast. Shiba Chadda, there's so many other great actors. All of them did. I think I cannot take names because all of them were superb and brilliant, and the cast was so natural. I could relate to them because I know in Indian families how there are. You have aunties and you have chachis who always, pry, and you start talking about, they are very interested in your lives and the children's lives, and why they are not having babies, why they are not getting married when they did have the S word, SEX word, when they did have, and all the details and stuff. So I can relate to each and every character and the things that they were saying. It actually happens. It's cringy, but at the same time, it's real. The thing which hit me the most was in the second half. The second half is the best part about the movie. The way the characters came out of their comfort zone and delivered such a strong and real performance, it will move you to tears. My heart was beating so fast towards the second half of the movie. I was nervous, I was scared, I knew everything, I knew what was going to happen, but at the same time, I was scared. I could feel it from inside. It brought back so many memories. I would not say painful, because they were not painful memories, but at the same time, I know how painful it can be for the people from our community. I could relate to that situation and I couldn't stop crying. My tears were rolling down my eyes, and then I started like crying, like literally I was like sobbing. I needed a tissue and then my handkerchief to wipe down my tears, and my friend was like, hey, it's totally fine, don't cry, but he was crying at the same time. So like we were a mess. I was a total mess towards the second half, 30 minutes of the last part of the movie. I was just a total mess. Okay, I was not myself, and you will understand why. The thing which really surprised me was the music. So the songs that they released, the three songs, Golgappa, BADHAAI the title track, and Atak Gaya Hai, out of which Atak Gaya Hai is my favorite. But I thought that was my favorite. But then they have not released three gem of songs that they saved for this movie, which I loved. There are two love songs you will absolutely love. Okay, two songs featured, I will not say when, but they are beautiful songs. But the song which touched me the most was the song in the climax, and it will give you chills. I could relate to each and every word of that song, and it's so powerful, so empowering, so painful, so sad, so beautiful. And it has so many different emotions. It will make you cry, it will make you happy cry, it will make you sad cry, so many different emotions. It will just bring you to a whole new different roller coaster ride. Just watch this movie. You will love all the characters. Chundarang, I need to talk about Chundarang because she was just brilliant. It never felt like it was her first movie. She was effortless in her way she emoted. Her character is very fierce. She's very opinionated, and she is very direct about what she wants. If she doesn't trust you, she won't trust you until unless you give her a reason to. At the same time, she is very driven. Okay, so she knows what she wants in her life. I loved that about her. There is a special cameo by a very great actor as well, which was a pleasant surprise for me. I knew something like there was going to be a special cameo, but I totally had forgotten because I was so immersed in the movie. But then it came out of nowhere and made me so happy. And I'm so happy that actors like Bhumi Pednekar and Rajkumar Rao took up this role. Yes, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go until the gay actors will finally start playing the actual characters. But I'm glad that it has started. The change has started. Commercial Bollywood film is taking up subjects like these, bold subjects like these, bold topics, and there are sub themes as well inside. You need to check out for that. They talked about so many different beautiful issues that you will relate to, that our community will relate to, and you will understand how difficult it is for us to be just ourselves. That's nothing else. We just want to be ourselves, and it's just difficult to be that in this community. Why? So you will ask these questions. If you are an intelligent human being, if you are a human being with a heart, you will understand the struggles we went through, we are still going through, and we will go through, I don't know till when. So only getting a section 377 banned is not going to help us move ahead. You need to change your mentality. You need to change your mindset. You need to open your minds and just see the positives, because we exist and we matter. And that's what this movie is all about. I'm so glad that they didn't make it preachy. They were actually having conversations with the families, and there are two beautiful scenes, two very beautiful scenes with Bhumi Pednekar and her father, and there is Rajkumar Rao and her mother and his mother. They didn't speak much, but we could feel the emotions coming out, and it would touch you, it will give goosebumps, and it will make you cry, ugly cry. That, so yeah, I can just tell you, go watch it, because people are just bashing this movie on IMDb. Why? Because it's an LGBTQIA movie, with people saying stuff like, "Ooh, she's a lesbian. She didn't play lesbian." So the homophobic comments all over, and it's so sad to see that. Like, I don't really know why people do that. Just because it doesn't pertain to their interest, they're going to bash a movie out of nowhere. It doesn't deserve the hypocrisy and the hatred it is getting. Open your eyes, go and watch this movie, make this movie a success, because it deserves a lot of love. And definitely, one thing I can say for sure, that's way better than Shumangal Zada Sabdhan. Sorry there. I love this movie still now, because it's the first commercial Bollywood movie to take up the subject. But yes, BADHAAI though is definitely way superior than this one. And the acting is definitely way superior. I have to say that, yes, Ayushmann Khurrana, somebody is there who topped you in this particular genre, and that is Rajkumar Rao. His acting game is stronger. And I think he has been in the industry for way longer than Ayushmann, but he knows his craft, and the kind of subjects that he chooses are very, very deep and layered. And Bhumi Pednekar again has proved to me that she is definitely out there, top there. Okay, so guys, that was it. Look out for the music, look out for the characters. Amazing story, great portrayal, and I'm really happy from the bottom of my heart, because we are being represented in a commercial Bollywood movie in the best way possible. It's a great start. We have a long way ahead, but it's a great start. At least they have started it. So guys, that was my review. If you guys enjoyed it, please put a thumbs up, comment on your thoughts and suggestions. Let me know down below in the comment section. I want to hear all my community members and non-community members, what did you think about the movie? I've already watched it. Don't give any spoilers, because people are watching it. And just tell me, what did you think about this movie, because I want to really know what your thoughts are about this movie, and I want to have a discussion. Let's start a discussion, because this is something we need to have a discussion about. People don't really talk about this subject, but we need to. Guys, that's it. I'll be seeing you guys again. Till then, keep liking, subscribing, watching. Till then, ciao.